Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
The 49ers will line up.
Purdy will throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for two, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for two? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Escapes the defender. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got this downfield to McBride. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 68 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And across the track, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over the 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Shotgun now for Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Omaha.
To throw, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Hey. One. Big ace. Bug. Hey. Stop. Big ace open.
Throwing now is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they can't bring him down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. From the gun, Murray. This will be swung out here for counter. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting into your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, big ace open, big ace open.
Murray going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So on fourth down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. And his kick is indeed good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Look at this Arizona defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
32-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Murray. We'll dump this one off to counter. From the 35, here's the second down and 6.
It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release, and this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey.
To throw is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up in midfield. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Second and 3.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll touch this and run. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Here's Murray. Open man here is Benson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Omaha. Deuce.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And that is incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Gotta do it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here's Purdy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and break through contact and short of the sticks.
25 yards that time.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Purdy will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Niners 31, Cardinals 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fighting his way through contact. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On play action, it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in. Complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 35. And the Cardinals 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. In motion goes the tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Second down and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And the 49er first down.
Final play of the half, Purdy. The same target, same result, it's Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Murray going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 34.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Murray now to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great. To force the 3 and out, got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, shit. Big Ace open. Move. Hey, Ace.
From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard run. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Niners 37, Cardinals 27. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw is Murray. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Cardinals.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Now Murray again. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. This one is caught by Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Purdy. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Purdy now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. That is incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the turnover, here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Green.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's taken in by Weaver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
A give up the middle with Benson. Now inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 66 yards. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Murray. He's got McBride. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's 2nd down. Murray looking to change the play here. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Murray to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey. Oh, hey. That's your man. That's your man.
They'll run with Benson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Well, the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the Niners' 9-yard line.
Hey. Hey, shit. Let's go. Hey.
Back to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now Ryland for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Purdy with one final shot here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Legitimation in the state of Georgia, that shit is unconstitutional. Break it down. Legitimation says that no father has any rights to their child until they get their child legitimized. You can go and do DNA tests and establish paternity, but until you get your child legitimized, you have no rights to your children. Legitimation.
Combos unit. A mother's fitness level.
Bro, she ain't lying. They don't.
At what age did you discover that if you mix condensed milk into boiling water, add a spoonful of oil?
Let's make some cabbage soup. Here's what all you need.
Looking at you with the first look at me.
Sometimes I think to myself and I say, you know what? Why do they always need our keys when we pull into places? And then I think about a situation like this right here. Look up there. And the truck just put on no green light. And I messed up the forklift. And the driver, I'm sure, is messed up.
It was only $200, bro. Is this a tip?
Let's get drunk. We drive black trucks like Ford Expeditions. I was 25 around the show you what you live. Yes, baby. Usually, baby, I was going to say, let me get the Louis girl in the cold today. I'm seeing rolling down, make the haters go away. Big and short, no me. I start with the same niggas I was in the trenches with. Them bricks and niggas, bro. Them niggas ain't seeing.
This is what would.